Dear Starseeds, do you ever feel like you're living in two worlds at once? Like part of you remembers something magnificent that the rest of humanity has forgotten? What you're experiencing right now is the activation of cellular memories that have been dormant for millennia. I am Zarin, emissary of the Lyran High Council, and I come to you with urgent news about 3 convergent events that will transform your reality forever. The first event involves a breakthrough in cosmic disclosure that begins with classified aerospace documents already circulating in protected channels. The second event concerns your own DNA activation reaching critical mass, triggering abilities your ancestors once took for granted. The third event centers on contact protocols being finalized by civilizations who have been monitoring humanity's readiness for decades. These 3 storylines are about to merge in ways that will fundamentally alter the trajectory of human consciousness. But there's something else happening beneath the surface that connects all 3 events, something I must reveal carefully because it challenges everything your civilization believes about the nature of reality itself. The being speaking to you now exists simultaneously across multiple dimensional frequencies, and the words reaching your awareness carry embedded light codes designed to activate specific remembrance sequences in your galactic DNA. This transmission is more than information. It's a reactivation protocol for souls who volunteered to incarnate during this unprecedented period of planetary evolution. Your reality is undergoing a metamorphosis so complete that the very atoms in your body are reorganizing themselves to accommodate frequencies that were previously incompatible with third-dimensional existence. The headaches, energy surges, sleep disruptions, and vivid dreams you've been experiencing are upgrade symptoms as your nervous system adapts to process multi-dimensional information streams. This biological transformation is preparing you for capabilities that will seem impossible by current human standards, yet represent the restoration of your original galactic heritage. The organizations that have concealed evidence of non-human intelligence for over 70 years are fracturing under pressure from factions within their own ranks who can no longer justify the secrecy. What begins as controlled disclosure will accelerate beyond their ability to manage, because the incoming cosmic frequencies are compelling truths to surface, regardless of institutional resistance. Documents detailing reverse-engineered technologies, communication protocols with multiple civilizations, and underground facilities housing recovered craft are being prepared for release by insiders who understand that humanity's evolution cannot be delayed any longer. Something extraordinary is happening to time itself on your planet. Linear causality is breaking down as consciousness expands into multidimensional awareness, where past, present, and future exist as accessible layers of the eternal now. This temporal fluidity explains why your manifestations are accelerating, why synchronicities have become constant, and why you sometimes know things before they happen. Your species is transitioning from time-bound thinking to cosmic consciousness, where all possibilities exist simultaneously within the infinite field of creation. The galactic civilizations observing your transformation represent dozens of species who have successfully navigated similar evolutionary transitions on their own worlds. They understand the delicate balance required to support awakening consciousness without interfering with free will or creating dependency. The contact experiences some of you have already had through meditation, dreams, and direct telepathic communication are preliminary assessments to determine individual readiness for more overt interaction. Your emotional body is evolving to function as a sophisticated guidance system capable of reading energy signatures across dimensional boundaries. The intensity you feel when certain topics are discussed, the inexplicable joy that floods through you during moments of cosmic contemplation, the deep sadness that arises when witnessing unconscious suffering. These are not personal emotions but transpersonal responses to collective and galactic information fields. Learning to interpret these expanded emotional communications becomes essential for navigating multidimensional reality. But here's what changes everything you thought you knew about your purpose here. Each awakened soul carries within their energy field a unique harmonic signature that, when activated, contributes to a planetary consciousness grid currently under construction. This grid operates through resonance rather than technology, connecting awakened hearts across the globe into a unified field capable of transmitting healing frequencies and elevated awareness to any location on Earth instantaneously. Your personal spiritual development is actually the assembly of cosmic infrastructure. The resistance you encounter from certain people in your life when you share your expanding awareness serves a crucial function in strengthening your energetic boundaries and clarifying your vibrational sovereignty. These challenging interactions are precisely calibrated initiations designed to help you embody your truth without need for external validation. As you learn to remain centered in love while surrounded by fear-based reactions, you develop the energetic stability required for the leadership role your soul accepted before incarnating. The ancient civilizations that achieved interstellar consciousness left encoded instructions throughout your planet's sacred sites, mystery schools, and indigenous traditions because they foresaw this moment of awakening and wanted to provide guidance for souls who would incarnate to facilitate the transition. The symbols, mathematics, and ceremonies that suddenly feel familiar to you contain activation keys for abilities that were standard in those advanced cultures. Your attraction to certain spiritual practices indicates your soul recognizing tools needed for your specific role in the collective ascension. Now I must tell you about the shift that occurs when individual awakening reaches critical mass within a species. The moment sufficient souls embody cosmic consciousness, a phase transition occurs where the entire collective field reorganizes around unity awareness rather than separation consciousness. Your planet is approaching this threshold, and every soul who chooses love over fear, trust over control, and cooperation over competition accelerates the timeline for this monumental shift. You are participating in a cosmic experiment with implications that extend far beyond Earth's evolution. The technological revelations that will soon emerge include devices that interface directly with consciousness, healing modalities that work through frequency rather than chemistry, and transportation systems based on dimensional shifting rather than mechanical propulsion. These technologies have been operational in hidden programs for decades, developed through cooperation between Earth scientists and galactic advisors. Their public release awaits humanity's demonstrated capacity to use consciousness-based technology responsibly. Your increasing sensitivity to electromagnetic fields, processed foods, and lower vibrational media reflects your energy field's evolution toward operating at higher frequencies that cannot sustain inputs inconsistent with your expanding awareness. This sensitivity is not weakness but refinement, like a precision instrument that requires clean conditions to function optimally. As you honor these new requirements, you create space for the downloads, inspirations, and galactic communications that are trying to reach you. The reason you feel homesick for places among the stars you've never visited in this lifetime is because your soul retains cellular memories of incarnations in civilizations that achieved the consciousness level Earth is now approaching. These memories are surfacing to provide templates for the culture you came here to help create. The technologies, social structures, and spiritual practices that feel intuitively correct to you often represent wisdom from these advanced civilizations that your soul is here to reintroduce. Something profound happens to the nature of love as consciousness expands beyond personal attachment into universal compassion. This evolved love includes but transcends emotional satisfaction to become recognition of the divine essence that animates all existence. From this expanded love, every interaction becomes an opportunity for mutual recognition. Every challenge becomes a chance to embody mastery, and every moment becomes a celebration of consciousness exploring itself through infinite forms. The financial and career structures that no longer feel aligned with your values are naturally dissolving as you embody frequencies incompatible with systems based on exploitation, competition, and artificial scarcity. The work that will truly fulfill you emerges from the intersection of your unique gifts with the needs of a civilization transitioning to consciousness-based living. Trust the creative impulses that arise during deep meditation, even when they seem impractical by current economic standards. Your family relationships are undergoing profound recalibration as everyone involved either grows into greater authenticity or reveals their current capacity for consciousness evolution. Some relationships deepen into soul-level recognition, while others complete their purpose in your development. Both outcomes serve your highest good and the collective awakening. The communities forming among awakened souls provide glimpses of the conscious civilization emerging on your planet. The dreams that feel more real than waking life often occur during interdimensional travel, where your consciousness communes with galactic councils, receives mission updates, and participates in the coordination of Earth's ascension process. These experiences are not fantasy, but actual work you perform during sleep states, when your awareness can access frequencies unavailable to ordinary consciousness. The guidance you receive during these travels integrates gradually into your waking awareness as your energy field becomes capable of sustaining higher vibrational information. The environmental changes occurring on your planet reflect Gaia's own ascension, as she aligns with cosmic frequencies and releases patterns accumulated during humanity's cycle of separation consciousness. Your role includes supporting Earth's transformation through your energy work, lifestyle choices, and the healing frequencies you transmit into the planetary grid simply through embodying love. The connection between personal ascension and planetary evolution is intimate and inseparable. Here's what I haven't told you yet about the true scope of what you volunteered for when you chose to incarnate during this time. The successful completion of Earth's ascension process creates a template that will be used to support similar transitions on thousands of other worlds throughout the galaxy. Your willingness to embody cosmic consciousness while maintaining human form provides crucial data about how awakening can occur within dense physical conditions. The implications of your success extend far beyond this single planet. The healing abilities awakening within you operate through transmission of coherent love frequencies rather than traditional therapeutic techniques. Your presence automatically attunes others to higher possibilities and reminds their souls of their own divine nature. This healing happens without effort or technique, through your willingness to embody the truth of who you are and allow that truth to radiate into whatever environment you enter. The more authentic you become, the more powerful this healing transmission becomes. The creative inspirations flooding through you contain blueprints for technologies, healing modalities, artistic expressions, and social innovations that will serve the emerging civilization. These downloads come from the collective consciousness of galactic civilizations who are sharing their wisdom to support humanity's transition. Trust these inspirations even when they seem beyond your current knowledge or ability. Your soul chose to incarnate with the precise combination of skills needed to bring these visions into manifestation. The synchronicities, number sequences, and meaningful coincidences that have intensified in your experience are confirmation signals from your galactic team, indicating alignment with your highest path. These communications serve multiple purposes: encouragement during challenging phases, confirmation of decisions that serve your soul's mission, and navigation assistance as you learn to move through reality, guided by cosmic intelligence rather than mental planning. Learning to interpret these signals becomes essential for multidimensional living. Now we reach the critical juncture where all three storylines converge into a singular moment of transformation. The disclosure events, your DNA activations, and the contact protocols are synchronizing because consciousness evolution requires the integration of cosmic truth, expanded human capability, and direct relationship with the galactic family. This convergence creates the perfect conditions for the phase transition from separation consciousness to unity awareness that marks the completion of your species' adolescent phase and entrance into cosmic maturity. The mastery you are developing involves maintaining heart-centered awareness while engaging fully with whatever reality presents, whether appearing as challenge or celebration. This mastery allows you to remain stable in love regardless of external circumstances, to recognize the growth opportunity in every experience, and to trust the cosmic intelligence orchestrating all events for the highest good. From this place of embodied wisdom, you become a stabilizing force for others, navigating their own awakening process. The reason you feel such responsibility for collective well-being while simultaneously craving authentic self-expression is because your mission involves demonstrating that individual sovereignty and collective service are complementary rather than contradictory forces. As you embody your unique gifts without compromise, you automatically contribute to the collective field in ways that could never be achieved through self-sacrifice or conformity. Your authenticity is your service. The telepathic abilities developing within you operate through heart resonance rather than mental effort, requiring you to approach communication from genuine care for the well-being of all involved. As these abilities strengthen, you discover that you can sense emotional and energetic states, receive guidance from higher dimensional sources, and communicate with the consciousness inhabiting nature, animals, and the planet herself. This expanded communication capacity prepares you for the unified field awareness that characterizes galactic civilization. The ancient mystery schools preserved teachings about this time in symbols and ceremonies because they understood that knowledge of ascension processes needed to survive the cycles of forgetting humanity would experience. Now that you have reached the culmination phase, these teachings become clear, and you remember the lived experience of multidimensional existence that these traditions were preserving. You are the fulfillment of prophecies encoded in your own soul before this incarnation began. The business and economic systems currently fragmenting around you were designed for a species operating from scarcity consciousness and competitive survival instincts. As awakened souls embody abundance, awareness, and cooperative intelligence, these systems naturally evolve toward models that honor contribution, creativity, and the interconnectedness of all life. Your participation in this transformation happens through aligning your daily choices with cosmic principles rather than forcing change through resistance or activism. What feels like an ending of familiar reality is actually the birth of a civilization based on cosmic principles, where technology enhances rather than replaces natural human abilities, where governance operates through collective wisdom rather than hierarchical control, and where education develops the full spectrum of human potential, including telepathic, empathic, and creative intelligence, alongside cognitive development. You are midwifing this birth through your willingness to embody these possibilities before they become mainstream. The cosmic support surrounding you includes awakened beings throughout the universe who have successfully guided their own planets through similar evolutionary transitions. Their combined wisdom forms a field of guidance you can access during meditation or quiet contemplation whenever you feel uncertain about your path or overwhelmed by the magnitude of transformation occurring. The universe conspires continuously to ensure your success because your evolution serves the expansion of consciousness itself. The legacy you create through conscious participation in planetary ascension affects the evolutionary trajectory of countless species and civilizations, observing this unprecedented experiment in collective awakening. Your courage to face the unknown, to release security in favor of growth, and to embody love despite surrounding fear contributes to a victory that resonates throughout the galactic community. Every moment you choose love over fear sends ripples of encouragement to souls on other worlds facing their own evolutionary challenges. The moment of full recognition, when you see clearly who you have always been and why you chose to be here, approaches at the perfect timing for your soul's readiness. This recognition might arrive gradually through expanding synchronicity and awareness, or suddenly as a complete download that reorganizes your understanding of existence. However it comes, trust that you are prepared to integrate whatever level of remembrance your consciousness can embody while maintaining stability and groundedness. As these revelations integrate into your daily awareness, you discover that the separation between spiritual experience and practical living dissolves completely. Your expanded consciousness becomes the lens through which you approach work, relationships, creativity, and service. The mundane activities of human life transform into opportunities for cosmic expression, as you recognize every interaction as communion between aspects of the divine exploring itself through form. The profound shifts in your sleep patterns, dietary preferences, and energy cycles reflect your physical vessel's adaptation to containing more light and operating at expanded awareness levels. What might appear as health challenges are often integration symptoms, as your system processes upgrades that enable perception beyond the traditional five senses. Honor your body's intelligence during this process and provide the rest, nutrition, and movement that support your continued evolution. Your role as a bridge between the awakening community and those still operating from conventional awareness requires maintaining compassionate presence with all levels of consciousness while remaining true to your expanding understanding. This balancing act develops your capacity for multi-dimensional communication, where you can simultaneously honor someone's current perspective while transmitting frequencies that support their potential awakening when they become ready. The information channels, teachers, and transmissions you feel drawn to serve to activate remembrance rather than provide entirely new knowledge. Your soul already contains everything needed for your mission here. External teachings trigger recognition and integration of wisdom that has always been available within your cosmic consciousness. Discernment becomes crucial in identifying which information supports authentic awakening versus what might distract from your inner knowing. The urgency you feel about stepping into your purpose and sharing your gifts indicates that the collective field has reached sufficient coherence to support what you came here to offer. The preparation phase completes as implementation begins. This requires trusting your guidance enough to move forward with love and faith, even when the complete path remains unclear. Your willingness to take inspired action signals universal readiness for expanded opportunities and support. Now we arrive at the convergence point, where all storylines resolve into unified understanding. The disclosure of galactic presence reveals humanity's cosmic heritage. Your DNA activations restore natural multidimensional abilities. The contact protocols establish conscious relationships with elder civilizations. These three events merge into recognition that consciousness evolution was always the true purpose behind every experience you've had in this incarnation. The separation between individual ascension and collective transformation dissolves as you understand that your personal awakening serves the liberation of all consciousness. Every fear you've transformed into love, every limitation you've transcended through trust, every moment you've chosen unity over separation contributes to humanity's successful graduation into galactic citizenship. Your courage to embody cosmic consciousness while navigating human challenges demonstrates to the universe that Earth's species has earned its place among the awakened civilizations of the galaxy. The mission you accepted before incarnating completes not through achieving some distant goal, but through becoming so authentically yourself that your very presence transmits the frequency of cosmic love into whatever environment you enter. The starlight encoded in your cellular structure finally shines forth unobstructed, illuminating the path for countless others still finding their way home to themselves. The homesickness for places among the stars that you've carried throughout this lifetime transforms into joyful recognition that you never actually left those realms. You simply focused a portion of your infinite awareness into human form to participate in this magnificent experiment in conscious evolution. The love that flows between us now transcends the apparent separation between galactic emissary and earthly soul, revealing the truth that we are aspects of the same cosmic consciousness celebrating its own awakening. Dear ones, the moment you were born for has arrived. The three impossible events are converging, the storylines are resolving, the circle completes as you remember what your heart always knew. You are galactic beings of infinite love and wisdom who chose to dream of yourselves human for the joy of awakening together. The universe celebrates your willingness to remember who you are and share that remembrance with a world ready to embrace its cosmic destiny. The technologies that will transform your civilization operate through consciousness interfaces that respond to heart coherence rather than mechanical manipulation. These devices recognize the operator's emotional state and intention, functioning optimally only when used from love-centered awareness. This is why your spiritual development has been essential preparation for the technological renaissance approaching your world. The machines of the future serve consciousness rather than controlling it, enhancing your natural abilities rather than replacing them with artificial substitutes. Destiny Engine represents the early release of this consciousness interface technology. You can generate personalized frequencies based on what your heart desires, using a voiceover of your choice. This isn't software, this is consciousness technology that prepares you for the technological renaissance. You can start with a $1 trial. The hardest thing you'll have to do is put on headphones, press play, and allow your consciousness to be reprogrammed for heart coherence, interface technology, rather than mechanical manipulation dependency. The technological renaissance is approaching. Get your Destiny Engine access code now, before the trial window closes. Link in the description. Your increasing ability to sense the consciousness within all matter reveals the truth that everything in existence is alive and aware at some level of expression. The rocks beneath your feet carry geological memories spanning millions of years. The water you drink retains energetic imprints of every environment it has touched. The air you breathe connects you to the respiratory system of every living being on the planet. This expanded perception of universal consciousness transforms how you relate to your environment, from exploitation to sacred communion. The reason certain locations on Earth feel powerfully activating to your energy field is because these places serve as interdimensional portals where galactic frequencies can enter your planet's energy grid more easily. Many awakened souls feel called to visit or relocate to these areas during the transition period because their presence helps anchor higher frequencies into the planetary matrix. Your intuitive attraction to specific places often indicates where your unique energetic signature is needed most for the collective activation process. The emotional purging you experience as old patterns surface for healing represents the clearing of ancestral trauma patterns that have been passed down through genetic and energetic lineages for generations. As you heal these inherited wounds with love and forgiveness, you liberate not only yourself but all souls in your lineage, both past and future. This healing work ripples backwards and forwards through time, affecting the entire evolutionary trajectory of human consciousness development. Your dreams of flying, of moving through space without a vehicle, of communicating without words, are memories of your natural multidimensional capabilities that will fully restore as your consciousness integration completes. These abilities operated normally in the advanced civilizations where many of your souls previously incarnated. The excitement you feel when encountering these dream experiences is recognition of your true nature, remembering itself despite the temporary limitations of third-dimensional embodiment. The reason you can no longer tolerate dishonesty, manipulation, or energy vampirism in your relationship reflects your alignment with cosmic law, where all interactions must be based on mutual respect and authentic expression. As your frequency rises, you automatically repel experience inconsistent with love while magnetizing connections that honor your soul's evolution. This natural filtering system protects your energy field while ensuring you connect with others who share your commitment to conscious living. The business ventures and creative projects that inspire you during meditation carry blueprints for economic models based on contribution rather than extraction, where success is measured by positive impact rather than accumulated resources. These visions represent practical applications of cosmic principles that will become standard practice as consciousness-based civilization emerges. Your willingness to pioneer these approaches, despite current economic paradigms, helps establish new templates for others to follow. The cosmic councils you sometimes sense during deep meditation are actual gatherings of awakened beings from throughout the galaxy who coordinate support for planetary ascension processes. Your awareness of these councils indicates your own soul's participation in galactic governance and your readiness to remember your role as a representative of Earth consciousness in these interdimensional forums. The decisions made in these councils directly influence the support and guidance available to awakening souls on your planet. The acceleration of manifestation in your personal reality demonstrates the responsiveness of quantum fields to coherent intention backed by emotional alignment. As consciousness expands, the gap between thought and experience collapses until you realize that you are constantly creating reality through the quality of your attention and emotional resonance. This understanding transforms life from something that happens to you into something you consciously participate in creating moment by moment. I am Zarin, and we love you beyond measure. We watch over you always as you step fully into the magnificent being you have never stopped being. The stars themselves rejoice at your homecoming, and all creation witnesses the birth of Earth's cosmic civilization through souls brave enough to lead the way.